Nice and slow, and then up to the ceiling. Down to the floor, up to the ceiling. Couple more. Good. And up. Once more down. And up. Come to the center. Let's drop our ear over to one side. Take it down for 2. And up, other way. So we don't realize how much stress and tension we hold on to in our neck and shoulders. So that's why it's really good just to take some time out to slow things down and to stretch out. Good. I know it's January, you're so focused on putting your energy and your effort into big workouts, but flexibility training is just as important. You want to take care of your muscles too. Good, let's do one more. Now stay here, take half a head roll here. Come down and around. And other side. Good, just let that ear fall over the shoulder. Good. Couple more. Now, if you'd like, we're gonna hold it here and maybe add the hand to just guide that ear a little closer to your shoulder. Don't yank on your head though, just give it a little assistance. From here, turn your chin towards your armpit and bring your hand to the back of your head. Bring your chin down a little bit. So feel how that changes the stretch more to the back side of your neck. Release. Let's go the other way. Drop the ear over. Optional to use your hand. Turn your chin towards your armpit. Hand to the back of the head if you're using it. Drop that chin down a little more. Good, let's take it to the center. Now just take a little shoulder shrug. Inhale, shoulders up and down the back. Up, let it go. 2 more, inhale and release. 1 more, inhale and release, good. So stretching through the triceps and continuing to work into the shoulders. Let's take one hand up, bending the elbow, dropping the hand behind your head. Take your other hand and just assist that elbow a little closer into your head. Nice gentle stretch. You want to relax your neck. Good. Now if it feels right for you, see if you could maybe lean slightly away from that elbow. Just make sure you're breathing comfortably. Try to relax into stretching. We never want to force our body into a stretch. Slowly come back to the center. Relax. Let's switch arms. I'm going to take this arm up and back. Using the opposite hand to gently guide that elbow in a little closer to the head. Good, relax your neck. Again, only if it feels right for your body. Lean away from that elbow. Slowly come on up. Nice, relax the arms. Good, so let's take one arm across the chest. Drop the shoulder and just give it a big hug with your opposite arm. Now keep your hips facing towards me and let's follow this arm and just slightly twist and look back over your shoulder. So I want you to pull that shoulder across, feel a little stretch across your upper back, across your waistline. Good, come back to the center. Let's go to the other side. Drop the shoulder over. Give that arm a big hug. Follow the hand. Nice job, good. Let's take it back to the center. Now I just want you to see if you could clasp your hands together behind your back. Soft knees, wider stance. We're gonna inhale, open across that chest. Just lift your heart to the ceiling. Big breath in, raising the hands up as high as is comfortable for you. Take your hands together all the way back to your middle here. So we'll just stretch your left leg out toward the side here. Keep your right leg tucked in. Bring your left hand down to the ground inside of the leg. Soften up your elbow. Reach this opposite arm all the way upward here. So much up that maybe you simply start to tip on over. If you happen to grab the toes, just use that grip to spin open even more. If the toes are far away, that's totally cool too. Just keep spinning the torso upward. Breathe a lot.
When you're ready, bring yourself up from this one here. We'll unwind with a twist. Left hand finds your knee, right fingertips behind you. Big inhale to sit up tall, and then as you exhale, spinning around a little bit more. And when you're ready, coming back to the middle here, we'll draw this leg all the way and give it a good squeeze in front of your body. So either holding your foot in right above your knee if the hips feel pretty tight here. If there's a little bit more room to work with, you can slide your foot in your elbow, kind of cradling the leg here, sitting up super tall. Nice. So just sit up so tall here that maybe you slide your bottom heel all the way forward out in front of you, lengthening that leg. Sit up nice and tall, give the shin a big squeeze, and then as you exhale, place the foot right outside of this hip here. So take a big inhale, reach your right arm all the way up, and then as you exhale, cross the arm over your leg. Opposite fingertips right behind your body, big inhale to sit up tall, and then as you exhale, gently spin around a little bit further, a little easier. And just a simple counter twist here, unwinding, spinning around the other way. Gently bring yourself back to the middle here. Just interlace your hands around the bottom of your foot. Sit up nice and tall. Maybe even start to extend this leg out in front of you. If there's no room to have a tall back and a straight leg, just soften the knee here and keep the back nice and long. So wherever you're at, breathe a lot. And we'll take a twist from this one here. So bringing your right hand to the outside of your foot, left fingertips behind you, big inhale to sit really tall. And then as you exhale, spin around a little bit more. And gently bring yourself back to the middle here. We'll stretch both feet all the way down to the ground and put a little softness in your knees. And we'll just start to fold all the way up and over your legs here. Breathing a lot. When you're ready, slowly come all the way from this one here. So we'll just switch sides, tucking the left leg in, extending your right leg all the way to the side. Bring your right hand down toward the ground, soften up your elbow, reach this opposite arm all the way up here. And again, so much up, and maybe you run out of up and start tipping over. If your hand reaches your foot, maybe bring your other hand around to your knee. You can use that pressure to roll your shoulder inside here and spin open even more. If that's not happening, again, doesn't matter. Just keep everything opening upward. When you're ready, slowly bring yourself up from this one. We'll line at the twist. Hand finds your knee, opposite fingertips behind you. Big inhale to sit up tall. And then as you exhale, spin around a little bit more. We'll come back to your middle here. Again, cradling this leg here. So either holding your foot in your knee if the hips are really tight, or if there's knee problems, don't tweak your knees or push past any pain here. So make sure you can always breathe and be pain-free. So we'll sit up so tall here that maybe you slide this other heel all the way in front of you. Big inhale to lengthen up nice and tall, to open up the hips. And then as you exhale, place your foot right outside this extended hip here next to your body. So big inhale, reach your left arm up. And then as you exhale, cross the arm over. Fingertips come behind you. Big inhale to sit up tall. And then as you exhale, spin around a little bit more. And we'll unwind with a nice counter twist here. So big, deep, long inhale. And then easy exhale. And we'll come back to your middle here. So interlacing your hands underneath this foot here. Again, sitting up nice and long in the spine. Again, so tall in the spine that maybe this heel just starts to extend forward. And again, if the leg doesn't go all the way through, it really doesn't matter. Just keep a nice long back so the knee can be as bent as you need it to be. Just breathe a lot. And when you had enough of that one, gently relax the leg all the way back down to the ground here. So stretching both heels all the way forward. Sit up.
Inner thighs next. I want you to just walk up. We're going to sandwich the bottoms of the feet together. And just let your knees relax open to the side. So you can make this a little easier by keeping your feet further out. You want a little more intensity, you're going to bring them in closer. We want to sit up nice and tall and just hinge forward. And again, you're going to go to your own degree. So if you feel a stretch here, stay here. If you need a little more leverage, you could just use your elbows to lightly open your knees. Maybe some of you have the flexibility to come all the way down to the floor with your elbows. See what feels right for you. Good. Nice. So from here, we're going to go into one of my favorite stretches. We're going to stretch the tops of the thighs or your quads. So I want you to take a second just to lie on your side for me. 90-degree angle with the legs. Bottom arm is going to extend under the head. Grab a hold of your top ankle with your top hand. Press your pelvis forward, pull the heel back in, and just breathe. So push your hips forward so that we're getting a stretch all the way up into the hip flexors too. Breathe. Good. Nice. Now from here, I just want you to turn onto your back. You're gonna take the same leg that you were just holding onto and cross it over and open the knee. So you can start here if that feels right. If you're ready for a little bit more of a stretch, you can hug underneath your thigh and come in. So this is a nice reclining pigeon pose, which can be a little bit easier on your knee and your hip than full pigeon, but it still stretches those same muscles in the glutes. Good. And let's just slowly uncross the legs. We're gonna rock up to seated so we can do all those on the other side. So just swing your legs around to that 90-degree angle in front of the hips. Slide that bottom arm down underneath your shoulder. Grab a hold of that top foot. Pull the heel in. Press that pelvis forward. So just take some nice deep breaths. Good. Now we're moving through these pretty quickly because this is a 10-minute total body stretch, but you're more than welcome to do this again and stay longer in these stretches if that feels better. Turn back onto your back. Let's take that pigeon pose again, crossing the leg over or hugging underneath it. Just open that knee to the side. Breathe and relax. So just make sure that you're including flexibility training in your workout routine. If you've started a new one, don't just focus on cardio and strength. Flexibility is just as important as those two elements. So make sure you make some time for it in your workout week. It's that crucial. Let's go ahead and uncross the legs. Bring your knees in. Just slowly rock yourself up to a seated position.